Growing up in Grafton with ideas of becoming a PE teacher, life had much bigger plans for our next guest. From her first job reporting in Hervey Bay to fronting sports coverage on Sunrise, weather reporting, and even rubbing shoulders with entertainment's elite, her story is one of hustle, courage, and constant evolution. She's played sport, reported it, and is redefining women's sport and female representation in the media, while also having launched her own women's sports platform, Real Talk Media. We have so much to unpack, so grab a beverage, get comfy, because we're diving into the wild, wonderful world of a woman brave enough to take charge of her own timeline, the journalist, surfer, and the woman rewriting what balance, bravery, and boldness looks like. Please welcome Katie Brown.
Oh, I've listened to your intros and every time I'm like, I wonder what mine's going to be. That's so amazing. I feel like it makes me emotional when I hear that because I'm like, mum and dad, I reckon, are proud.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so we like to make our guests feel welcome. We like to do something special. Sometimes we dress up for them. Today, we couldn't dress up.
No.
So we did something else. We're doing a Fast Five. So I know you like to do your intro Fast Five on your potty.
I'm ready.
You ready? Okay. If someone narrated your life, who would be the voiceover?
I'm already buzzed out. Kathy Freeman?
Ooh.
Wow. Okay. One thing that makes you feel like a genius.
One thing that makes me feel like a genius. I can put my shoulders out.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
Righto.
That hurts me.
That's genius worthy. Okay. Worst habit.
Eating too much potato.
Oh, yum.
Superstition. Are you a superstitious person?
Nah.
What about party trick?
I can do the worm.
You can
But
do the
one that
worm?
I can't really do on the podcast, but I can do this one on the podcast. Is that going to work?
Yes. Okay. We thought you would do the frog.
Oh, yeah, that's it. I mean, I've got a whole list of them.
We got it ready. I should have said, oh my gosh.
There you go.
I should have said, what's your spirit animal? That would have been.
Yes.
We came prepared.
I just ruined your whole research into that. And I was like, I could do a belly roll.
Oh, we're like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Oh, that's good. Nice, ladies. Thank you for getting the frog ready. Appreciate that. Appreciate it.
You spirit animal, come for it.
I got to do the frog with Robert Irwin. So look where it took him. I don't know what I did wrong, but
Does he do a frog thing too?
I did it in front of him and he was really impressed. And I was just like, I did it at the zoo because we were being animals. That was where I first did it on Sunrise. Who is this chick?
I like it. So I just want to kick it off with your background in history and what life was like for you growing up in Grafton.
Growing up in Grafton was the best. That's all I knew. And I never realised that it was a smaller town with possibly less opportunity because I got every opportunity I ever wanted. I had the best parents, I believe. I don't think you realise at the time, but they found money to put me in every sport I wanted to play because I didn't realise it costed money, and sport probably saved me. Like, I owe a lot to sport. It kept me out of trouble because I found a real connection and a place of belonging when I played sport as a kid. I wasn't a good student, so I just wanted to use my energy elsewhere. Then when I started growing up in my teenage years and getting a little naughty, Mum would use that as bribery, and I'll never forget the day that I wasn't allowed to play a netball game because I had been naughty. I only ever did that once. And I think that really kept me away from maybe falling pregnant and partying a lot harder. And maybe I would never be where I am today if I didn't have sport. So
that's the whole country stereotype, right? Like, living in a small country, you're gonna marry someone early and have
in the time.
Yeah. And there's nothing
and
wrong
never
with
leave.
Like, you know, like some of my friends are still in Grafton and have really happy lives. But I think I knew that there was this something in me that wanted to just break out, and I always wanted to rebel, and I was always pushing against society or the norms of what was classified as what you should do. I was never doing what you should do. I was doing what I wanted to do, which sort of ended up here.
That's brave.
Horse was a big one. Like having a horse, like a companion. I used to tell my horses everything, and I think that was, and a dog, same thing, you know, like having an animal that you can talk to is like that imaginary friend that I wasn't imaginary. It was very real for me and really helped me through a lot. So I was really blessed that my mum was so involved with horses, and I got to do that as well.
Yeah, and it's the responsibility as well of showing up for a team like netball, or showing up to feed your horse or groom your horse. That's the responsibility that it teaches you as a younger person. And I feel like growing up in a small country town, I spent a few years in like the Highlands of Scotland, and there was 400 people at the most in the town. And you just have that sense of community and wanting to help everyone, and you talk to everyone. I don't think you ever lose that. No.
Yeah, the people in Grafton definitely know who I am, and they're like, I love that they still think I'm that same girl, because I am, and I love that. I hope I don't change from her too much.
Yeah, and I hope they don't tell the stories to any of the news outlets either.
Yeah.
They can keep that one on the quiet.
Yeah.
I have watched a few things, and you've mentioned about getting into like the industry. So I guess you wanted to be a PE teacher, and you changed that to going and studying journalism and media. And there is a hustle that you said in any industry that you want to get into. I guess what's the one key piece of advice that you would give to anyone wanting to get into media, or to that younger kid who was not good at English and you probably thought PE was the way out? And, you know, what would you say to her now?
I would say just keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
Rodney Young taught me that at 7, and it's so true. If you have the passion for something, if you love something, even if you're not good at it, if you have that passion and desire, I guarantee you will get there. And it's so easy to listen to outside noise telling you that you can't, but when somebody tells me I can't, I know I can. And
I feel like that's me 100%.
Yeah.
More so as an adult.
Kind of the ammo that you need, right? It's like, oh, the industry's too fickle and too hard. You know, not many people get jobs in that industry. And I'm like, you watch me.
Yeah.
If you want it enough, you get it.
So also from sports reporter in Hervey Bay to inside the NRL to then starting Real Talk Media and now on Sunrise. So were you always a sports girl, or did you fall into the sports media? I know that you played a lot of sports as a kid. How did that shift into media?
Yeah.
Sorry, can I also say, how was it debuting at 28?
Oh,
for the
yeah.
South Sydney Rabbitohs? Like,
I know that's a whole other journey. What one do you want to go down first? Like that was, yeah.
I feel like it's intertwined.
Yeah. It was super fun. I ran on as prop, so that part wasn't fun, and I'll never forget Caitlin Johnston absolutely smacking me in that first hit up. I ran high, not low. I ran at faces, not spaces, all of the things you're not supposed to do. But it was such an exhilarating feeling, and the reason I did that was because I was working in media. I actually loved playing Aussie rules, but I was then working at the NRL, so it wasn't the best choice of sport to be playing the competing code. So I thought I really wanted to understand what the women went through and how they were becoming professional athletes. And I realized that a lot of the women were working jobs and possibly not pursuing careers because their career that they really want is to be a professional athlete, like a male.
Yeah.
But it just financially wasn't viable. So I noticed a lot of women doing double up jobs, and I just was in a position, I guess, before COVID and working at NRL, I could train and still have a career. So that was absolutely fascinating, and learning how to play the game, because it was so not what I expected, but it was so fulfilling. It was heartbreaking when I got the job in Brisbane to start work with Seven again and had to say goodbye to it. That's something that I didn't actually achieve in this life. Like, I didn't get to where I wanted, and I really wanted to play NRLW, but I really wanted a career in media too. And sometimes you just can't have both. But I was really proud of letting go, because younger me would have not been vulnerable enough to have let go and had like numerous tantrums. And I hate failing, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
But working in sport, like how I started in sports media was, always played sport growing up. Started getting into rugby league because of the men that I was dating in Grafton. And then I didn't even know becoming a sports reporter was a job. You can't be what you can't see, which is a famous saying. And I saw these people on TV that were just from another world. I didn't realize they were the same world that we're all in, and we're all just people. And so then when I finished my degree, that job was on Seek, like sports reporter Hervey Bay. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a gig I can apply for. And I still remember applying and getting a call from Rex Clark. And he said, do you have anything that I need to know about you? And I was like, well, I don't have like any police record, but I'm not sure if they put it down that I did get kicked out of the PO for dancing on tables. And he just laughed, and it was basically like, all right.
You're among a few there.
Yeah, and it just went from there. And I thought that it was my dream job, and I was never going to leave Hervey Bay. And yeah, it just kept continuing from there. And I think other people have let me know that maybe it's because I really enjoy living in the moment. I didn't realize I was probably good at that until people were say, you're just so good at like living in the present. I'm like, oh, am I? Cool. Okay, I'll take it. And I think that's what's possibly helped me progress into jobs that I never thought I would ever accomplish.
And saying yes to opportunities that come along as well. I think that's pretty brave, because sometimes it can be easy to be quite content with where you're at. And when things come along and you go, right, well, that might mean a move, or that might mean shifting what I'm doing or where my focus is. So I think there's a lot of bravery that comes along with just giving everything a go.
Yeah, not being scared.
Yeah.
I know they say with, not talking about gender too much, but like a male will apply for a job that he doesn't really think that he can do, but he'll have a dig, whereas a woman will hold back because she knows she doesn't have the qualifications. I think I take a lot of that sort of male approach, and I'm like, stuff it. Like, might as well give it a go.
Throw your hat in the ring.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Speaking of the male domination, it is quite a male dominated industry, that whole sports industry. And notoriously it has been. It is actually starting to shift. We can see that. Did you feel like imposter syndrome when you first started out in sports reporting in Hervey Bay?
Oh, no, not. I never felt really imposter syndrome in Hervey Bay. I remember when I first started, and I hated that I didn't know everything about every sport.
Oh my God, that's
that was
me.
an agenda thing. And my mum said to me, if you learned one thing every day for a year, you learned 365 new things in a year. And I was like,
Great advice.
It was the best. My
Is.
mum still goes, you sure that was me who said that? But I didn't feel imposter syndrome really until I went to the NRL. It was just a lot of men, but the players were fine. I took a very professional approach. I will be your sister or your auntie or your mum vibe, but there is nothing there.
Don't ask me out.
I think that helps with the respect thing.
Yeah.
I only really had like a couple of issues with, it was more like staff. It was never the players.
Yeah, right.
Everybody has their own challenges. I'm dealing with majority men in my workplace, not so much now at Sunrise, but gosh, some of those challenges really helped develop and help me grow. And I didn't realize how strong I was until you look back and you go, oh my God, I'm so glad I stood up for myself, because in the time it's like really hard to do that.
Yeah.
So, sorry, can I just take you back to women's sport?
Yeah.
So a lot of girls kind of stop playing sport in their teenage years, right? They don't get that chance to excel to potentially professional athletes. What's holding them back? Is it the change in body during that time? Is it the fact that, well, personally for me, like I reckon I would have been an awesome football player, but that was way before professional NRL was for women. Girls can be so skilled and then they get boobs. And for me, it was, I was too muscular. I wasn't seen as attractive to men because I was muscular, and they were making comments of that. And obviously for football, you are doing strength training, you are building all those muscles because you need it for that sport. And I feel like a lot of women are kind of just falling off the track before they even get there because of that, because they don't want to be seen by society that they're butch or that they're not feminine. You know, being hit in the chest hurts. I got hit hard. And then how old was I, Moira? Maybe 27 when they found the lump in my breast. And they're like, you know, this is stage 1 cancer. And this is things that you don't get told as an athlete, as if you get a hard knock or if you get knocked hard enough, long enough, that, you know, it can affect a lot of things. And there's not enough, back then definitely wasn't enough supportive bras for athletes. It was just kind of wearing a double bra or strapping yourself down and seeing how you go. That's a common thing now that people aren't aware of, is that you can get breast lumps, and it's a massive concern if you do want to be a mother later on down the track, because it can affect your milk ducts. This is all stuff that women need to think about that men don't need to think about.
Yeah, but that's because all of the research is always on men, and they're only starting to do research on female athletes now. But we've already got the questions in contact sport. What happens to your breasts when you're repeatedly hit in the chest? That is where you tackle. Our bodies are very different. Menstrual cycles and the connection with ACL injuries. Like, there's so much, and we are getting better. It's just time, because it's history. Like, the roles of a woman now are so different. We are strong, independent women. Look out. It's hard. It's challenging for men to accept, and they're not supposed to get it yet, but they're certainly being bombarded with the information to understand that, yeah, we are here. I take my hat off to you. I also got called butch and a man. I refused to go to the gym in high school because I naturally was muscly. Like, I would get called big boned and a boy, and I remember coat hanging a guy playing footy at recess because he called me a boy. As a 15-year-old girl, that stuff doesn't leave you because you don't want to be a man. Like, some people might, but I certainly didn't. I was like, no, I'm a feminine woman, but I was such a tomboy.
Yeah.
And then for specific codes like rugby league, yeah, you're going to put on thick muscle. Like, I put on 12 kilos and I remember losing heaps of my speed. But also, I feel in society now, you don't have to stop playing sport. So I think with a lot of women, and possibly in bigger communities, like bigger towns and cities where there actually were enough women to play in a football team, for example, they can play all the way through. So I think we're seeing a lot more women continue. Like, I noticed in the footy team that I was a part of, there was a massive age group. Like, I was 28, and then a lot of the group were 20, 21, because they never had to stop playing footy. Like, a lot of us didn't have an opportunity beyond 14. I was like yourself. We tried to put a football team together in high school. Not enough women wanted to play because they didn't want to be seen as like playing a tackle sport. But I do think it's changing. I do think, though, body image is massive for women. I've thought about this recently over the last few months pretty heavily. I don't know if I know a woman who hasn't had a relationship or negative experience with their body or their diet. Like, I actually don't. And then men don't think like that. Men definitely still have those problems, but it is a lot less. And I am like, why? How come? I remember being obsessed with getting a six-pack in high school. I refused to eat breakfast, but my gosh, all that stuff was so common. And sure, it wasn't being anorexic or bulimic, but I certainly had a negative relationship with food because I wanted to look a certain way that I wasn't looking.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, the magazines don't help either. And there's a lot of idolization around beauty as opposed to strength. And you can be beautiful and strong. And I think there's not enough of those people. Because I think if I go back 30 years, I don't remember any women's sports. I just don't. And I feel like the kids coming through will hopefully have those people to idolize, as opposed to the 2000s Britney or Christina Aguilera. You know what I mean? They're looking at the Mary Fowlers on the catwalk and on the field, and they're like, oh my god, she is beautiful and she's strong and she's smart and she's got skills. And like, there are more people coming now for young women to idolize, as opposed to what we had, I guess, growing up.
Alona Mar. massive at the Olympics in Paris, the American for the sevens. Strong sevens rugby player. And she's sexy. She wears red lipstick and she's an incredible role model. But we've got football players on TV now. The only female sport person I could remember growing up was Serena and Venus Williams.
Oh, yes.
Yes. For them. And I was always Serena.
Anna Kournikova.
Body, they're my sister. But like, there was no team sport.
No.
But now there is. Now we get NRLW. Now we get AFLW. Like, it's changing. And the Matildas went off. I know. Like, it was so
absolutely
good.
I know.
That was intense for me. Let's not go back there. I have PTSD from that. So is this kind of passion what made you start Real Talk Media and the focus on women's sport? And through COVID.
Yeah, and I'd really wanted to tap into more of women's sport. So I'm glad you brought up Real Talk because it's been lying dormant for a while and it's hopefully popping back up in the new year. My target audience, I really wanted to be men because I really wanted to teach men that women are cool and they're good athletes and, you know, it's so hard. Yeah.
Oh, no, I completely agree. We want to get more men on our show too because people go, oh, you're uplifting women. Yes, we are uplifting women, but we want men here too because we want men to listen to women's voice as well.
Yeah, I know. It's so hard and you're like, damn it, my target audience is not who I wanted to be for.
Yeah.
But that was massive and it was really, really fun. I made so many mistakes as learning to be a business, but that's part of it and so many lessons out of that. I met so many incredible athletes and got to just be exposed to a world and try and help educate people on how incredible women are when they're juggling so many different things, but also being careful in not trying to be too feminist. Like that's the role that you have to juggle because you don't want to scare the opposite sex away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just want to be inviting.
So what's the reprise look like for you?
So I don't know if I'm going to steer down it being specifically female women in sport. It might be more broad than that.
Can I say I'm so intrigued as to what happens to athletes after they retire? Because it's like a model, right? You retire so young. And I guess a lot of it is because your body is just completely ruined or you're aging out.
Mm-hmm.
Like what? You're still young. Like you might be 40, like, you know, and they're pushing you out for, yeah, I know. Yeah. I think 40 is like your max before they're going, you're old, mate. Like go sit on the bench.
I would say mid 30s.
That's all you know as a sports, like that's you've trained and you've probably trained from when you were in high school. And they go, all right, you're old now.
No,
like,
it's from as soon as you can hold a ball, Moira, like for football, like it is as soon as you can hold a ball, like you're all the way through. Like it's very rare that you would start like Katie at 28.
What happens after that? Like, and what does that do to yourself mentally to go, oh, I'm just going to be like the next big things coming in. Like, you know, here comes Reece Walson, out goes Adam Riddle. Do you know what I mean? And I can see he's moving into a clothing brand. And I'm like, I wonder, is that because he's kind of preparing for retirement? Because it's like, you know, you're getting old, move along. That's so interesting to me, how that affects people. And at what point do they go, I need to start planning for retirement?
Yeah, they should be planning retirement from primary school. Honestly, they get told there's so many education lessons from every single sport to tell you, hey, if you get injured, what's your backup plan? Yeah. But every single athlete thinks that the injury won't happen to them. And I'm sure if I was an athlete, I would think that too. But that's where they really get stuck and sometimes hung out to dry if they're too proud to ask for help. But a lot of the sporting bodies do.
I suppose that is a benefit for women because women would generally go and learn a skill, go to university or go and do something. And then that's kind of the benefit of having the sport on the side, right, as their second gig. But as a man, I suppose they've been told from such a young person, you're going to excel. You know, you don't need to go and study this at university yet, or you don't need to go and learn a trade because this will be your job. You will earn a great income. You know, don't worry about that stuff. And then kind of they get to, I've been injured. And then what do? Is that a huge issue for professional male athletes?
I don't think it's as bad anymore because I think With social media, a lot more men are getting opportunities to earn money on the side with sponsorship deals and stuff, which is if they're smart with their money. But you're right, like from the age of 14 or 13, a lot of them will get managers. They get picked up super early. So they never really have the chance to grow up and be disciplined outside of sport. And I think that's where the problem starts, is they don't have to tie their own shoelaces. They don't have to buy any of their own clothes. They don't have to figure out how to rent a unit, because somebody is doing every single thing for them, and their clubs will sort them and their partner out for everything. The club and the sporting body and the manager will hide every single negative secret for them. And it's actually not the player's fault, because they don't know any different, and they've been protected all their life. And a really interesting example of this is Jared Hayne, like protected all of his life and then hung out to dry when he needed to be. He'd done the wrong thing. But it's just such a fascinating thing that I would love somebody to study, not me, because it's a weird world. And if you only know how to live it in one way and you haven't been exposed to the real world, which most of us do experience, I don't know how I would cope, and the addictions and
I think it's also surrounding yourself with the right people. And I know that even in like the music entertainment industry, you've got yes people. You don't have someone that's going to tell you no, and you need someone who's going to tell you no.
Oh, so true. I'm always so worried. I'm like a Z-grade celebrity, and I am so worried of getting too big for my boots. But
I've never heard that.
I've got my parents and family who really ground me, and they're like,
so they're your sounding board.
Yeah. Because you want to take every opportunity, and you want to like be a yes person, and you want to have fun, and it's all fun and games until someone gets hurt. But you have to really look after yourself, and kind of be aware of what you're capable of and what you're not capable of, and having boundaries, which I'm still learning.
So who would be your sounding board, or like your mentor professionally then?
Natalie Barr.
Yeah.
I think if I was in a really fickle situation, I would probably ask for her advice. But I've got my manager, Shaz. She's a legend. My parents are wonderful, but they also don't know media, and so I find that really hard. Like any industry, it's got its own rules and language. So
interesting. So I guess you've played netball, ridden horses, surf waves. So but what has sport taught you that media or journalism never could?
I reckon sport taught me discipline and how to be a team player, how to win and how to lose.
That's so important. We don't like participation certificates in this podcast.
I don't want a participation certificate. That is the last award I want. I want the winning award, or I want, I'll forget runner-up. That's fine. If I make it on the podium, you beauty.
Yeah, let me stand on the podium.
Yeah. But sport's so special. I reckon I usually say sport was like my religion. I'm not religious, but sport really makes me have that connection and that place of belonging, which is so necessary in life. I've been in that beautiful family of sport where you just, in a good sporting team, it's the best bloody feeling.
And it is. It's your family. It's your family that you choose to spend time with.
It's so true. I feel like that at Sunrise though. Like I actually, like every newsroom I've been at in my career, I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm highly strung, but I can also be pretty chill, and I just love humans. Like I think we're all so fascinating, and so I feel this Sunrise family is just beautiful. Everyone's there. Like I've been through some really interesting, crappy highs and lows, because that's life for all of us, and I couldn't ask for better people around me to protect me and like check in and support. It's massive.
It is also the way you see life as well. I think that helps shape how you see people and how you go into an environment. If you're a glass half full kind of person, I think that really helps.
Just not give a shit what people think.
Well, that as well.
I thought I didn't, but I think I do care what people think. That's a constant. I thought I was good at not caring, and I think to a certain extent and on certain things, but potentially.
Do you find that that's through social media? Is that like the perhaps backlash from comments that you might have said?
Yeah, I think for the first time in a long time, I was searching to fill up my cup elsewhere. But if I look deeper, I think I was searching to fill up my cup and work a lot more because of what's happened in my personal life. This year was just a bit of a roller coaster.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to just be content and stop when there's a lot going on in your life that you can't control.
Look, this is kind of changing the subject, but I really need to touch on it because when we were in Grafton, they thought that mullet was great eating. Now, this is going to be the make or break of our potential relationship moving forward. Do you eat mullet?
No, I can confirm I do not eat mullet.
Yay, we can now be friends.
Oh, I'm embarrassed whoever said that from Grafton. Gosh. Why did they say
I
that?
don't eat fish, but it is the muddiest fish. It's disgusting.
Oh, they were pulling your leg. Far out.
You're lucky to get me eating prawns. Jesus.
Yeah.
This is the thing. I feel like it's a waste of eating prawns because I'm like, there's just so much effort into like getting it to the point of being able to eat it, and then it's like this size by the time you get it. I'm like, and I'm always checking for the poo tract, and it's like chicken. It's like chicken wings or chicken drumsticks. I'm like, why am I eating this if I have to work through bones? Like, no. Just
On a
give me something
barbecue,
to
though,
go,
they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good chicken.
I like chicken breast.
Oh, I love chicken breast.
Fine.
So are we friends? Can we move on?
Yeah, we can move on.
So you skydived, you've surfed, you've traveled the world, you've even partied with the mafia in Mexico. What is the most unforgettable moment from all of your adventures to date?
Gosh.
I want to hear a bit about the mafia.
That was my gap year. Yeah, that was wild. We just went down to Puerto Vallarta in Mexico and we're at a wet tea party. We went with the hotel and one of the staff from the hotel was like, hey, you need to go sit up there with them. I was like, oh, yeah.
You need to.
You need to.
Yeah. I'm like, he's old. He's ugly. Yuck. As a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
And then I kept dancing and then he came over again. He's like, no, just please, I really need you to go up and sit up there. And so I was like, this is like serious. So I went and sat up there. He's got a gun on the table. And I'm like, what? So then it went from sitting there having a drink, thinking we we're getting free drinks. I was there with two of my friends that I'd made on this gap year. And then he wanted to dance with me. And you know how Mexicans dance. They're very sexual and
very hippie.
Finding. And I'm like, all right, I'm starting to register that I don't like where this is going. Also, because I was eyeing off a guy at the hotel. Like, I wanted to go back with old mate. I didn't want this guy. And so then it was, I think being naive was brilliant in that situation because I just said to the girls, I've got to go to the bathroom. And then I was like, we got to go. Like, he's got the gun on the table. And like, I don't want to dance with this guy and they're making me dance with him. And so then we just managed to like clear out. I mean, there was a lot of tequila. So I just remember going back on a moped and getting.
And now that you're on TV, though, are you afraid that he's going to go, that's the girl that never did this with me?
I have found her.
I actually put on a lot of weight in my gap year as well. So, you know, it's fine. We don't look anything alike.
That was my sister. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Yeah. It's just one of the story. Yeah, I've been so fortunate in the Sunrise job to. The things I do are like things beyond my wildest dreams. I can't believe that I am so fortunate to get paid to do them and test out rides and extreme sports for people watching at home. Scream too loud.
That would just be so much fun.
Oh my God. So much
It really
fun.
is. It's so, I'm like, yeah, I didn't even dream of doing this job, but it's so cool for me to be able to do it.
And yeah, speaking of the Sunrise family, I saw you were gifted a surfboard by one Larry Emder.
Ah, do you want me to go? I'll show you it.
Oh, yeah. I love it. That is
I love that.
It's
so good.
Back.
that is so cool.
I know, he's such a legend. He's so selfless, and he was just like, "Do you like how much are you surfing, mate? Do you want to like one of the boards? I got different lengths." And I was like,
Yes.
I didn't realize the whiskey was going to be like the whole board.
It looks cool though. I think
so cool.
it's really
and it's
cool.
such a good board to ride. I took it to the Maldives with me, and I'm very, very lucky. Very lucky.
Yeah. So did you get into surfing as kind of like a reset? And when did it start? Like, is that like a mental decompression? Like,
Yeah.
And how is it on your knees?
No, it's fine. You don't get up on your knees, you stand on your feet.
you're doing it all wrong, Em.
Past the knees point. No, well, when I started Sunrise, so I was working like 3 jobs in Queensland, working 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. It's hectic. You're working nearly every weekend. Loved it. Loved the adrenaline of just go, go, go. But you can only do that for so long until you get burnt out. And then when I started Sunrise, I was working super early, but finishing at 9:30, 10. And if I wasn't on a plane flying somewhere else, I had all day. And I was going down whole. And I think I did get to that point of, I mean, I wouldn't say I guess I was in a bit of a depressive state because I just didn't really know what to do. I couldn't commit to playing team sport, which was always my outlet. And I was like, oh, I'm so grateful I've got this incredible job and I get to do all these incredible things, but I would have this come down because you use that adrenaline to be on air. And then when you come off, I had to teach myself like a slow release and what was going to get me through the rest of the day to just balance me out a bit. I was going from these highs to absolutely sleeping for 3 hours every day because I didn't know where I was and I felt hungover. And then with my ex, actually, we wrote a list of all the things that I could try. And I had done surfing a couple of times with weather and really loved it. And it happened in November. I did a morning of surfing and I stood up and the people we were with, JJ and Dino, were like, you should surf. And I was like, you know what? I think that's going to be what I do. And so I got a foamy for Christmas and the rest was history. And that was like nearly 2 years ago.
You're so competitive with yourself.
Yeah, but this was the first thing. So this was like my first hobby where I knew I wasn't going to be the best. I'm never going to be on the WSL. I don't even want to be in competitions, but I get out there and I have the biggest smile on my face and I still suck, but I have fun and I feel so good. I highly recommend. I don't think I realized that I had never had a hobby. I went and saw a psychologist in between this too because I obviously was like really rattled with the new job. And yeah, she was like, what do you like doing? And I was like, I love like working and going to sport. And she was like, no, but like outside of that. And I was like, I like eating potato. I can't snowboard every week. I love snowboarding, but that's not a hobby you can do every week. I love traveling. You can't take time off all the time. Surfing was a big savior too.
It's good meditation.
You float. So it's a floating meditation. It's great exercise.
I'm going to take up surfing. No, I'm not. I don't live near water. I could surf down the Murray.
Hey, stand up paddleboarding. Maybe that's something.
Yeah. Sup?
Yeah.
Yay. Even boogie boarding. I started meditating this week actually. Like I did a full-on course.
Yeah. How did that go?
It's been incredible.
Yeah.
There's somebody who's so straighty 180 and I love alternate medicine. Like I love acupuncture and stuff like that. I really look forward to it. You know how you have a devil and an angel and I often will have the devil like, don't go for a run, don't be stupid. The angel is fully taking over being like Zen.
And do you feel better in yourself? You feel better?
Yesterday I couldn't believe that I got through so much of my to-do list and I wasn't reactive. I wish this had happened. I wish I had started earlier with things that had gone on this year. I think it could have been even more helpful, but no time like the present. And I would strongly recommend, I've just been telling everybody about it and I'm only in the first week. So hopefully I don't fall off the bandwagon, but it's been so great.
Well, I'm inspired.
Yeah.
The one session I had, like one of them this week, I must have gone, you can go shallow or deep depending on what your body feels like that day. And I must have gone deep. I was fully like this, like hanging over out of it. And I could feel that I was in that position, which is not comfortable, but I couldn't move. And when I woke up, I was so zen. It was that real, like my mind was so clear and I had just tapped into an area of my brain that I don't think I had before. It was really cool. I sound so woo-woo.
No, do you know what though? I don't want to go into your personal life because that your personal life's your personal life. And
I do. I want to go right there, right now.
Oh,
Snoop Dogg.
Oh, Snoopy!
yes. So hold on. You've interviewed Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, Michael Bublé, Snoop. You've seen Snoop.
Snoop!
Like, oh my God, that's bringing me back to my teenage years. How was that? How is all that?
I wasn't even supposed to interview him, but he was like, "Hey, homegirl," and I was like, "Hey, homie," like such a white girl. But it was so cool. Like it was such a legend for somebody who didn't need to give me the time of day. Gave me the time of day, and when he followed me, he still follows me on Instagram. I check a bit too frequently.
Every day, twice a day.
I'm like, yes, but like, 14-year-old me, that's the coolest thing in the world. I was like freaking out when the Wiggles followed me. I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. And they're definitely a close second, but Snoop Dogg takes the cake. And he was just, he knows how to work it, I guess. But at the same time, it was super fun.
Is he literally like the coolest person you've ever met?
Yeah.
Yup.
Hands down.
It goes back to what you said though. They're all just people.
Yeah.
They're just really good at one thing. Like they're just really, really good at that one thing. But they're all just people.
Yep. And he knows his purpose to make other people happy. And he can make millions of people happy. And that's wonderful. It's nice in a world where there's a lot of negativity and drama and
it's like Snoop Dogg can be nice to me, but old Karen in Coffs Harbour has got an issue with me and the colour of my hair. Like, do you know what I mean?
Know me. She doesn't know me. And that's something that you have to process too, is like, I judge people on value when I don't know them. Like when I was growing up, particularly, you watch someone on the TV and you either like them or you don't, or you listen to them on the radio, you like them or you don't. And so people have every right to like me or not like me. But what I have to remind myself of sometimes is that as long as my parents and my boss and my family still love me, then like we're sweet because they know me. Yeah.
Well, you're forgetting yourself. As long as you love you or even like the person that you are, you're winning, right?
Yeah. I do. I really love me. And I say that in like not trying to sound too up myself, but I think I'm lucky I do love me because it can be vicious.
Just touching on all those famous people, has your impression of anyone changed, either for the better or for the worse, after meeting them?
I wrote a list of celebrities that I've interviewed because I forget.
Yeah.
But none of them, not one have I gone, like they were really rude to me, or I mean, a lot of them exceed expectations.
Yeah.
And one highlight will always be Michael Bublé because he was my
perfect with Michael Bublé.
Yes. He was like my first A-lister.
Yeah.
And then we had a joke about that, and he was like, "Oh my God, I'm your first." Like,
yeah.
And then I was like, "No, stop being charismatic. You're wonderful." And then we burped, and that was really fun.
Can I have one with you?
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Cool.
Down under, it's a cheers.
Cheers.
Look me in the eye. Cheers.
I'm so glad to be your first, and thank you for being so gentle with me. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. It makes you do that nice burp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Can you do a burp? Good, you won't.
Yeah, I can do a burp. Can you do a burp?
Let's do one.
Oh, that was better. Is this going to air? I don't know if we can do.
Of course it's going to air.
Breakfast TV, they'll be like, that's so inappropriate.
So that was really cool. I thought, wow, if this is like what I get to do for work and they're all like Michael Bublé, then yes. And everyone's pretty sweet. You just have such a short amount of time to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
5 minutes, and it is timed. And what your listeners and viewers possibly won't know is that in this room, when I'm interviewing Michael Bublé, he has an entire team. We have a timekeeper. Literally, their job is to tell you 2 minutes left, 1 minute left, and if you don't stop, they will walk in your shot.
Oh,
like
wow.
it's brutal. The adrenaline of it is great too.
Yeah. So what have you got planned for 2026? 2025 personally has probably been like a roller coaster. work-wise, it seems like it's going great guns.
Yeah, I'm seeing your face more and more on a lot of things. So, I mean, if
She's
I'm
in your
seeing-
algorithm.
That's cool. That's good. Yeah, so 2026 for me is more the same. I feel like the last few months of this year, I've had moments where I've just maybe tried to run where I just need to walk. So I think into 2026 is like just being content again and just chilling. I want to be on that meditative high, ladies and gentlemen.
the magic carpet.
Yeah. I know what's in store. So Com Games.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hopefully NRL Vegas.
Are you going to NRL Vegas?
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh.
But Com Games would be another one. Like Paris was a dream come true. I'd always wanted to cover an Olympic Games. We weren't the broadcast rights holders, but that was still just
Epic.
bee's knees for me. And then whatever. The beauty about this job is that I don't get told until I've got a plane ticket what I'm doing. And so there'll be like a bit of weather in there. I'll do Origin again, the sporting, like major sporting event.
Lots of fun.
The beauty of it is not knowing. And then I'd love to do the podcast. So that would be like a little baby on the side that hopefully gets approval. And yeah, we can talk about that.
See, that's so tough having to have approval. Like we just do whatever we want because
Nobody's ever. Wait.
Because nobody cares.
But I chose this too. You know, like this was my choice. My choice is to work at Sunrise and I absolutely love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People go, oh, how do you go with like no routine? Trust me, it took me 12 months, but surfing was how I fixed not having a routine.
Yeah.
And then now it's pretty good. I don't know, life's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
It does seem very, very enjoyable. I love watching you. I'm living vicariously through you and all of the places that you get to go. And I'm like, oh,
She does.
New
She sends me
Zealand.
all the TikToks and
Yeah.
she's like, look at this. And I'm like,
Seriously, but I get annoyed with myself. That's something that's popped into my head. I was like, I think the narrative of Girl Next Door is changing. And I grew up in Grafton and love that I thought I was this relatable person. And then now I'm doing all these things that are unrelatable because I get these crazy, cool opportunities. And I'm like, oh, I don't want people to like go, oh, well, F her. Like, gosh, she said this, and this. Who does she think she is? But I actually can't control that. So
you know what? You are somebody that has worked hard to be where you are.
Mhm.
And so if people think of you like that, not as the girl next door anymore, well, then whatever. You are who you are and you've worked hard.
I feel like this is what people not aspire to, but have encouragement from, is that this little girl from Grafton, you know, who used to play all the sports and ride all the horses and comes from just your average family background, has made it by herself through
Mhm.
grit and guts and determination and passion and work ethic, has got to that point. So it's like, you don't think you can't do it because you're from, you know, outback nowhere. Like you can.
Don't
like,
be jealous.
yeah.
Don't
Like
be jealous either.
you actually can. And I feel like you can't dim your light just to make somebody else happy, because like, you're never going to please everyone.
no.
And I think it's great. I think keep doing what you're doing. I love seeing it. And you're all that relatable person.
Thanks.
I love it. I'm just going to fire some questions at you so you can throw some quick answers at me if you like. So, would you rather go for a surf or go for coffee?
Surf.
Ooh, interesting. Rodeo or red carpet event?
Rodeo.
I love it. Have you been to a rodeo?
Yes.
Would we see you in
rodeo.
Brody's tent boxing on? Would
Yeah,
you
Brody's.
do that? Would you get permission to do that?
Did you what? Sorry.
Brophy's boxing tents.
Oh,
It's a man eyes, I think.
I reckon
It's
someone would
massive. It's a
love
tent and you can go and you can just box on. You put your name down and you like,
Well, then
it's
it
a
would-
tournament.
it. Sure.
It's massive.
Why not?
Rodeos
I've
are
broken my nose
fun.
once before.
Oh, that can be fun.
I've contemplated doing that charity boxing thing.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've actually only
But I-
seen that in the UK.
I don't know. I'd have to really tap into that aggressive side, like the
Don't-
footy
don't.
angle of like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like mud wrestling or sumo wrestling, that would be fun. Do that
That would be
instead.
fun.
Don't hurt the face.
Yeah.
The face is the moneymaker, I remember.
Protect this space for a bit longer.
Would you rather find a date on the apps or swim in the Seine again?
Oh, give me a date on the apps any day.
That Seine did not look
Ooh.
great. Oh,
It smelled. It was funky, and we got ear infections. We were like, "Is your ear sore? My ear sore?" And so we all went to the chemist and with the tour.
yeah, it did not look fun at all.
It was funny.
Are you on the apps?
Yeah.
How is that going for you?
I'm like,
Are you on the apps as you?
It's okay. Like, everyone's like, it's a jungle out there. Yeah, it's a jungle, but like, lots
It's
of
also free
different
dinners.
to look at and see what you like.
That's it.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I would love to just run into people, and I am out and about. I actually heard you guys talking to Mike about this. Like,
Yeah, Mike Dawes.
yeah, that was great. By the way, well done. Love it. Yeah, and it's true. Like, you put yourself into situations where what you like doing, and those people will be there when you're ready. And I'm not ready yet. Like, I'm so not ready to be in a relationship again. But
Would you rather be on SAS Australia or The Bachelorette?
SAS Australia.
Yeah.
I
I
mean-
even want to be on SAS.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Ant is hot, right?
He's not on SAS, I don't think, anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can't go there. Finish this sentence for me. The most memorable story I broke on TV was.
That I got a tattoo after Queensland loss and the public believed me. They thought I got a tattoo, and I still to this day have people asking me if they
really?
can look at my origin tattoo, and I don't have it. That was pretty funny.
Do you have any tattoos? No. No, I'm a clean skin too.
Oh,
More as a
righto.
dirty tat.
I am. I'm a dirty tramp stamper.
Ooh,
Yeah. Yeah. What is the biggest misconception about working in media?
that it's hard to get there.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
Because Emma thinks it is.
But Emma, talk to me later. I've got some contacts for you.
That would be cool. You know what? I would love, we say this to everyone, we would love to be like Graham Norton, have that kind of show. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Same.
That's the goal, right? Is to just sit on a couch with wine and have chats with people randomly.
So cool.
And then have someone sing in the corner.
Yeah. Taylor showing off her engagement.
Oh, you know. She'll probably ask to be on our show, of course.
Yeah. I'm sure she just emailed you guys.
Yeah, I know, right? She followed us. I'm sure. I'm sure of it. It's like Taylor_Swifty, without the blue tick.
1989.
Yeah. The most underrated woman in sport right now is.
I'll pick somebody from Channel 7, and it's Kate McCarthy. Yeah, she commentates, hosts, and can do it all. And I think she's on the trajectory to just go.
Oh, watch this space. You
She knows
called it.
everything. Yeah. I love how she prepares. She's
That's
brilliant.
sweet.
One to watch.
My dream event to attend is.
A Cardi B concert.
Haven't you been to one?
No. I'm going to try and go next year.
Oh, that would be fun.
It's not really an event, it's a concert. I'd love to go to the CMAs, Country Music Awards.
Oh,
Yes.
do you want to do it in the UK? Because I know someone.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you watch or listen
Louise.
to that podcast, Sarah Louise?
Yes, yeah, she was the
Oh
other
my
episode
God.
I listened to. I was so fascinated by how she knew all like she could just make up lyrics on top of her head.
Oh yeah,
So
no.
clever.
She is amazing. I love her. Everybody that has listened to that episode has sent us and said we feel like we're her best friend, like by halfway through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
feel like-
hope that she can go far. She just has the charisma. Love her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys did such a great job in like making her feel so warm and welcome. You could tell the banter was just really fun.
I know we got her singing some questionable lyrics, I'm not gonna lie.
So
Yeah.
good. I was like, do these women know each other? Like, and that's what you want in a podcast, hey? Like,
Well, that's it. I would love to meet
Cardi B.
Cardi
Arena
B.
Sabalenka.
Hey, no, we can just Cardi B the whole answer. It's like,
And Serena Williams.
Ooh, Serena would be good. Interviewing Serena would be really interesting, wouldn't it?
I think I think that would be a moment where I wouldn't know what to say.
Yeah.
I would.
Oh, fangirl moment or just
Fangirl.
nerves?
Nervous wee moment as well. Yeah. Before the
Yeah.
interview.
Yeah.
I got like that a bit with Snoop Dogg, and I've got to remember, I'm professional.
I would lose it. I would just like.
What do you do though if you do get that nervous wee and you're like, hold please?
I have nervous weed, but that was when I was dancing with MIA at Big Day Out. That was,
Oh.
yeah, but that was jumping around. I
Yes,
have
fair
a
enough.
nervous weed for an interview.
I just wee in general when I jump around. I'm not nervous.
We're all friends here. I love the honesty.
She's trying to get a Poise sponsorship. It's so obvious. We'll
Come
get
on
you
around,
there.
boys.
We'll get you there. You're nearly there age-wise anyway, Emma. I cannot live without.
Potato.
Oh my God. What is your favorite potato way?
Potato and bacon bake.
Oh,
Like potato
yeah.
bake?
Mm-hmm. Bacon.
Potato and bacon. You gotta have the
Okay.
bacon.
I can make a really good one. I'll send it to you ladies in the mail.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, please don't.
Why, how about
Just
we just
deliver
come
it
to
in
you?
person.
Just
You
come
can-
over. Yeah, just come over for
I'll come
Christmas.
over. Yeah, I'll come over for dinner. You can make it for me.
Okay, perfect.
And then take us for a surfing lesson because I'm
Yes. Hey, come over to Sydney.
I'll have to have like
Yes,
blow up
let me know.
armbands. Like I'll be like running around with my armbands
It'd be
on.
so cool. It'd be so cool to meet you both in person. Well,
my
the three of
God.
you.
Yeah, we're fabulous.
Well, we are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's why
Keep it quiet though, because you know the demands would just be enormous. I
I've
couldn't
I've
cope.
heard. Actually, my colleagues were like, "What? You're going on what she said and more?" Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, how do we
Yeah.
deal with that? And I was like, "We'll get your people to email my people, and my people email her."
Yeah.
My next holiday is 2.
I want it to be to Nashville.
See,
Oh,
we can make this happen for you.
so Sarah Louise actually said
Louise.
we should
She's-
meet her over there because she's like, yes,
He
come.
wants to go in February.
Oh, I can't go in Feb.
Oh.
Okay, so Nashville. Nashville's on the list.
Yeah.
Last one. I would give up being gluten-free for one meal to eat. What's worth the pain?
Probably Brett's farewell cake today. That looked
Oh.
delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweets, because so many sweets have gluten in them.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you know
Or
what's
sticky
in
cake
even-
pudding.
Woolies.
Oh, my God, the microwavable one that you can get at Woolies. Oh, with the custard. Are you custard or ice cream?
I love custard. and-
Yes.
but yeah,
Oh,
I love custard.
you
Yeah,
speak my
sticky cake
language.
pudding.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, that's so
If Paige
good.
was here, she'd be dry reaching. She hates
Yeah,
custard.
Paige is not a custard fan.
I keep threatening to like make her dip her toe in custard for
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I reckon that would go viral. That'd be a thing. Not even joking.
Yeah, I know. We're this close. We're this close to getting to that point.
Well,
Your
like-
Spotify was a good indicator that you'd had a breakup this year.
I know, and like that's part of life too. I actually found people messaging me after like later on, maybe in the last month, asking for advice, and like I share the playlist and. We've all been through a breakup. They absolutely suck. I'm on the other side now.
Do you know what sucks as well? When is Daily Mail part of Channel 7? Like the whole
Oh
group?
no.
Oh
but-
my God, don't they like hook onto everything you guys do?
Yeah.
I was like, I saw it and she was like,
Latest.
oh, you know, something about you shooting off to the Maldives after a breakup. I'm like,
What was it? Yeah, they do a lot. Oh yeah,
do.
the Bali one. Actually, in one of the ones they used a photo of my friend and not me, and it was so hilarious. And my friend was like, "That's not even a good photo of me." I'm like, "Babe, that is such a hot photo of you." I'm
funny.
glad they used that photo, but it's like so funny. That is a weird thing, actually. Being
Weird.
written about.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's a weird thing. I did awe of people like Nat and Shervo and big celebrities who cop that day in, day out. Even like, you know, like a Jackie O. They're obsessed with her personal life. That's where you would rely on your family and friends and your real like close buddies to just keep your head out of that.
It's different when you respect the person that's giving you the criticism. If you don't know them and they're just trying to get a rise out of you, when you respect the person who's giving you the criticism, that's when it should hurt. Or that's when you should like look at what they're saying and kind of, you know, delve into that. When you don't know them at all, as opposed to even remotely, it should just be water off a duck's back. Like, some people just get a rise out of being a horrible person or a mean person.
Which is so wild, and also I didn't understand the engagement side of the negative hate. And
Yeah.
I think when you're I think we could all agree we're all sort of pure in being just genuine, and then you think it's going to be reciprocated every time, and it's just so not. And I'm learning each time you think you trust somebody, or then you shake your head, you're like, oh, I didn't think that person was capable of something like that. But, or somebody you don't know. It's more often with strangers, but it hurts more when it's somebody you know too.
Yeah.
Okay, so we ask our guests who come on the show, if you've enjoyed yourself as much as we've enjoyed having you, we would love a recommendation for someone that you think would have as much fun and bring something special to our channel. Did you have anyone that you could recommend that would love to come on our show and would have a really good time and could bring us something exciting, interesting? Who would that be?
Yes. Firstly, I've absolutely loved talking to you both. Thank you for making me feel so comfortable. I thought that you might have really hit me up with some challenging, hard things, but it's all been, they're challenges, but just really comfortable. So thank you.
Yeah.
And then recommendations. I thought about this all week because after I listened to the episodes, I was like, okay, so I might give you two. The discussions will be so different to what we're having today.
Love that.
I mean, I could have been, I was told to be on my best behavior.
I'm glad you were, Emma.
Yeah, witty meter in real life.
Yeah. No, she seems like you both
Pretty loose.
Yeah.
I knew it was when I definitely had to do my research, because I was like, these are strangers. I don't know what I'm going to get asked on these podcasts. And I just was like, oh, I found myself laughing in the car and smiling, and then really intrigued with the questioning. And I was like, I think I'll feel really comfortable and enjoy it. So thank you.
Oh, I'm glad you did. I'm really glad you did. And thank you. I know life for you is hectic, especially at this time of year as well. So I really appreciate your time. So from Grafton to our screens, Katie Brown is living proof that you can build your dream life without losing where you came from. That, a little chaos, a lot of coffee, and a healthy dose of passion and courage can take you anywhere. So here's to chasing the things that scare us a little, creating our own timelines, and remembering that every wave, big or small, shapes who we become. Make sure you follow Katie over on TikTok and Instagram, or watch her on Channel 7 Sunrise, or tune into her podcast, Real Talk, for some deep dive conversations with some of Australia's biggest names in sport. And keep an eye out for that, because it is coming back. So don't forget to give What She Said a little comment, subscribe, or a like for more with us. That's it. Till next time. Bye.
Bye.